we go with the rookie cage division. It's going to be a three-car shootout for the rookie cage division. So row number one is going to go like this on the inside of row number one. He's out of Menomonie. In the number 34 is going to be Brantley longer. And to the outside, racing out of Eau Claire is going to be Keara Hanson in the 48K. And row number two, all by himself, he's out of Menomonie. And the number 22 will be Theo LeBlond. All right, we're going to turn the rookie cage division loose. One kart unable to make the call. Brantley Langer in the 34. And Keara Hanson in the 48. These drivers have to be between the ages of 5 and 8 years old. This class is designed just to get your feet wet, just to learn the fundamentals, to learn how the safety equipment works, how it feels to have the helmet on, what it's like to actually just go out there and make some laps. Brantley Lager and Keara Hanson. Keara Hanson out there. Brantley Lager crossing under the start-finish line right now. Langer, excuse me. And again, this division is simply about just turning laps, getting used to the safety equipment, getting used to wearing the helmet, getting used to a kart going at speed, trying to get used to everything racing. And again, these kids are between the ages of 5 and 8 years old. One more lap to go, and the rookie cage division heat races will be in the books. Checkers up and down. Brantley Langer takes it. Keara Hanson in second. 14 teams have signed in to do battle for the R-Box division. Henry Junker going to be on the point. Junker piloting the number 36, coming to us from Stanley to the outside. Racing out of Boyd will be Lane Baker. Baker in the number 60. Inside of row number 2, racing out of Elk Mound, will be Levi Anderson in the number 44 into the outside. Racing out of Chippewa will be Broxton heading in number 28. Kate Knopp's going to start at the inside of row number 3, racing out of Chippewa Falls, and number 93, Barrett Evans to the outside in the 88E. Evans out of Menomonie. And Bentley Larson in the number 1, Larson coming to us from Chippewa. We are going 8 laps the distance. Green flag waving. Your leader after 1 will be the number 36 of Henry Junker. Lane Baker running in second and looking to go to the inside of Levi Anderson. That was the number 28 of Broxton Henning. Henry Junker out to a big lead. A 2.6 second advantage over the rest of the field, which has Lane Baker running in second, Levi Anderson in third, Broxton Henning in fourth, and Kate Knops rounding out your first 5. Henry Junker, that time by, had a 5-second advantage over the rest of the field. Junker, Baker, Anderson, Knops, and Barrett Evans. Trouble on the 44 of Levi Anderson. Anderson goes back a couple of spots. That allows Broxton Henning and Kate Knops to be able to get ahead of the 44 of Anderson. Coming through turn 3, he's out of turn number 4. Your winner, Henry Junker. Coming back in third, Broxton Henning, and your runner-up, Lane Baker, bringing back the win. He's out of Stanley. Second and final R-Box heat race. Coming off the grid on to the surface. Lineup's going to go like this. Racing out of Colfax in the number 16. On the point is going to be Oakley Booth, and to his outside, coming to us from Cameron. He sits in the number 70. It's the Osho Owen Tarvis. Inside of row number 2, racing out of Bruce, Wisconsin. In the number 20 is going to be Mason Lockburner. 2 Lockburners outside. Coming to us from Iliva, Wisconsin is going to be the number 15, Brandon Stevens. Inside of row number 3, racing out of Boyceville, Wisconsin, is going to be the 787 of Dakota Buss. And to the outside, racing out of Wheeler, Wisconsin, the number 23, Harper Holopka. Rounding out the field, starting in 7th out of Elk Mountain, the number 75 of Dalton Anderson. 8 laps the distance. Here we go. Oakley Booth right away goes to the outside. The Osho Owen Tarvis goes wing to wing with Booth. That's it coming to turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, Booth tried to answer back. Your leader after 1, Owen Tarvis in 70. Tarvis going to try and put some real estate between himself and the rest of the field as they head into turn number 3. It's going to be Oakley Booth running in second. Mason Lockburner in third. Brandon Stevens in fourth. And Dalton Anderson rounding out your first 5, but so far in the early stages of this second R-Box heat race, it has been all the Osho Owen Tarvis. Tarvis that time I had a 1.15 second advantage over Oakley Booth. Mason Lockburner still in third. Brandon Stevens in fourth, and Dalton Anderson running in fifth. Battle for second, third, and fourth. Business is about to pick up. Mason Lockburner trying to close the gap on the number 16 of Booth. Lockburner, trouble over in turn number 4, the 15 of Brandon Stevens. He got a little sideways coming out of turn number 4, went to the infield, tried to keep it going. To no avail. So we're going to get this field back stacked and re-racked behind the Osho, and we're going to turn them loose. Again, we are 5 in, 3 remaining for Owen Tarvis in 70. 3 laps remaining. Owen Tarvis, Oakley Booth, Mason Lockburner. Your first 3, green is in the air. Two to go this time by Tarvis, Booth, Lockburner. Harper Holupka in 23 has made her way up to 4th. Checkers up and down for the Osho, Owen Tarvis. Mason Lockburner comes back in 3rd. Oakley Booth comes back in 2nd. And your Heat number 2 winner comes to us from Cameron. He sits in the Pro Powder Coating Solution Heating and Cooling, Correspine Chiropractic, Carissa Myers of Jenkins Realty, Jiffy Biffy, House Construction, Fast Factory, Brass Monkey Paracord, Gillis Excavating, Titan Exteriors, Built to Media, Podcast AS, Performance, Voodoo Chassis, Fernwood Bar, and Big Timber RV Repair. Number 70, the Osho, Owen Tarvis.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
Junior Wing Division up next. 16 Junior Wings are signed in to do battle here at Thunder Hill on Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night. Lineup's going to go like this. Out of Colfax, and the number 8K is going to be Kennedy Cookless. To the outside, racing out of Chippewa in the 1S will be Dylan Subert. Inside of row number 2, racing out of Menomonie in the 17X will be Kinsey Anderson. And to the outside, racing out of Chautauqua in the number 30 will be Nathan Gunderson. Inside of row number 3, rolling off in 5th, racing out of Boyceville in the number 88 will be Kane Buss. Kane Buss, excuse me. And to the outside, racing out of Menomonie, number 31 will be Grant Keller. Alan Byrne is going to start at the inside of row number 4, piloting the 8 out of Trempealeau and out of Farmington, Minnesota. In the 15 junior will be Luke Patterson firing off outside of row number 4 in 8th. 8 trips around Thunder Hill. Green is up and down here in Synergy Cooperative Irvington. Garage Towing Night. Trouble right away over the 1-2 corner. So we're going to get this field back stacked and re-racked. With the field stacked and re-racked. It's Cookless and Soybert setting the pace. Row number 1 behind them is Anderson and Keller. Row number 2, Green is in the air. Here we go. Junior Wing Heat Race number 1, and right away we got a Dandy Bruin Subert looking to go to the inside of the 8K of Cookless. Does so successfully. Your leader after 1, Dylan Subert in 1S. Kennedy Cookless following suit. Here comes the number 31 of Grant Keller. Keller looking to go wing to wing with the 8. Tucks back down inside. Keller moves in a second. Trouble over in turn number 4. That is the number 8 of Alan Byrne. Byrne coming to us from Trempealeau. Goes around in a small circle. Keeps gets his cart back going. We're going to stay green. And Burn. Trouble over in turn number 4. Top side on the track exit. Alan Byrne had to hit the brakes before he made contact with the tires on the wall, so he's going to get pushed off. Dylan Subert, Grant Keller, your first 2. Luke Patterson in 3rd. Kinsey Anderson in 4th. Nathan Gunderson in 5th. And Kennedy Cookless going to the tail of the field. 3 and 5 remaining. Here we go. Grant Keller got a good jump on that restart over the number 1 of Subert. As they come through turn 3 and 4, we are halfway home. 4 and 4 remaining. Your new leader, Grant Keller in 31. Dylan Subert running in 2nd. Luke Patterson in 3rd. Alan Byrne was able to move up to 4th. Two to go at the stripe for Grant Keller in 31. White flag is out that time by Junior Wing Heat Race number 1 in the books. Grant Keller takes it. Coming back in 3rd, that is the number 15 junior of Luke Patterson. Your runner-up, the 1S of Dylan Subert. 2nd and final junior wing heat race on the track right now on the pole, racing out of Randolph, Minnesota. That's going to be Archer Hoffback in 14. Trevor Bush going to start to the outside in 6'11". Then it's going to be Dominic Weber, Kaysen Blazel. Row number 2, Weber in the number 26 out of Dresser, Wisconsin, Kaysen Blazel. In the 11K, racing out of Dorchester. Row number 3 will be Kalen Haas in the number 17. Haas coming to us from Thorpe. And to the outside of the number 99 will be Bentley Holupka. Holupka racing out of Wheeler. Colin Sivia out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. Racing out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. And the number 11 is going to be Colin Sylvia. Racing out of River Falls in the 85T is going to be Ty Prochnow. 8 carts, 8 laps the distance. We are waiting on 1 cart. It appears we are waiting on the 8 of Prochnow. Prochnow not able to make the call, so that is going to leave 7 carts for 8 laps. Hoffback, Bush, row number 1, green is in the air. Trouble over in turn number 4. Archer Hoffback goes around. He's able to keep his cart going, so he'll go to the tail of the field. That's going to leave the 6'11 of Trevin Bush out front. And in second, the number 26 of Dominic Weber running in 3rd. Kalen Haas in 4th. Bentley Holupka and Colin Sivia rounding out your first 5. Holupka trying to go to the inside of the 17 of Haas, and pair of 11s out there. Trevin Bush out front. Dominic Weber running in second. Weber trying to do everything he can behind the wheel of his number 26 cart to get ahead of the 6'11 of Bush. White flag out that time by Trevin Bush. Keep your eye on that 99 of Lubka. Lubka trying to go to the inside of the number 17 of Kalen Haas. Checkers up and down. Trevin Bush has it. Dominic Weber coming back in second. Kalen Haas in third. Your heat winner, racing out of Rice Lake in the number 611, Trevin Bush.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
First of two heat races in the Sportsman Division. Flat carts, Sportsman Division. 15 carts have signed in to do battle here this evening. We are going to see the first 8 rolling out right now. Oh. Ramon Perez is going to start in the pole in 25. Corey Sell to the outside in 79. Dallas Hanson inside row number 2. Jason Surprise to the outside. Then it's going to be Rob Johnson in 5 out of Altoona. James Knight in 67 out of Altoona. Trayton Velchek in the 55. And Steve Seaballs in the 191. Three laps in. Ramon Perez that time by had just over second advantage over Jason's prize. Steve Seaballs started at the tail of the field. Has made his way up to fourth. Perez, Velchek, Supply, your first 3. 3 to go, that time by for your leader, Ramon Perez in 25. Lap traffic is becoming a factor. Perez going to negotiate his way around lap traffic successfully. White flag coming out that time by Ramon Perez with 1.455 second advantage. Now as he comes through turn 3. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, Ramon Perez takes it. Heat number 2 rolling out in Irvington Garage Going and Synergy Cooperative. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind each and every one of you the next time we will be in action here at Thunder Hill will be Wednesday, June 12th. Derek Crumry, Devin Hawk, row number 1. Drew Alton, Matt Trouch, row number 2. Jake Johnson, Matt Velchek, row number 3. Ira Webb, row number 4. Crumry in the 33. Hawk in the 22. Drew Alton in the 100. Matt Trouch in the 09. Jake Johnson in the 74. Matt Velchek in the 555. And Ira Webb in the 88. It is. I'm watching live timing and a bunch of these guys transponders aren't picking up. Crumry Hawk setting the pace, row number 1. We are off and running. Crumry in at 33, Hawk in at 22. Here comes Devin Hawk looking to go to the inside of the number 33 of Crumry. Crumry edges past him as they come into turn number 3. Hawk going to continue to work the inside line. They go side by side. Coming out of turn number 4, your new leader on lap 2, Devin Hawk in 22. Crumry still right there, right behind them, though, is the 74 of Jake Johnson. Johnson now trying to go to the inside of Crumry. Crumry shuts the door. Devin Hawk goes way to the top side. Loses the lead to Crumry in 33, but Devin Hawk answers back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a battle for the lead and a good one at that. Here in Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night Summer Storm Series, night number 1, brought to you by QualityFreightRate.com. Great battle taking place for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Slide jobs being traded back and forth between Valchek in the 555 and Drew Alton in the 100. We're going to go back to the battle for the lead. Jake Johnson, trouble over in turn 4. So we're going to stay focused on this battle for the lead in the closing stages of this heat race. It is Devin Hawk. He is currently your leader, followed closely behind by the 74 of Jake Johnson. 1 left to go. White flag went out that time by. That means Johnson has one more set of corners to try and get around the number 22 of Devin Hawk. He's got one more chance to go. Coming through 3, out of turn 4. Checkers in the air. Devin Hawk has it. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got the door opened to Slide Job City, and I absolutely love it.
I have terrible vision. I got hooked up with Death Ridge, and being able to see when you're racing is pretty important. Glare is somewhat of a big deal, and with these there's really no glare at all. They just fit really well. They don't go over your ear, they just go straight around your head. Full believer in them. I feel like they help a lot compared to what I'm used to. I have nothing but good to say about them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, only heat race on the card for the night for the 125 wing division. On the pole, racing out of Elk Mountain, the number 8 is going to be Brody Conkey to the outside. We just saw him compete in the Sportsman division. Now he's in the 125 wing division. It's going to be number 22, Devin Hawk on Rice Lake. Tyler Patro inside of row number 2, coming to us from Eau Claire. And to the outside is going to be Cooper Sunby in the 20 on the Menomonie. And then it's going to be Tyler Alton, Jackson Helland, Brock Wilkins, and Allison boys. Well, that is our field. 8 laps the distance. We are gone. Conkey and Hawk looking to put on a show for you right away. In the early stages of this one, Brody Conkey, your leader after 1. Devin Hawk not letting him get too far out of his sights. Another good battle for 3rd between Cooper Sunby on the outside. In at number 20. And the 1 of Tyler Patro on the inside. They go wing to wing almost all the way around this 1/5 mile Bull Ring Thunder Hill. Moving fast and furious. 3 and 5 remaining for your leader, Brody Conkey at 8, who had a full second advantage on last trip around. Let's see if he adds to that lead. Coming across the start-finish line, he added 0.2 of a second advantage. So it's Brody Conkey, Devin Hawk, Tyler Patro trouble on the top side over in turn number 2. So that's going to bring out the caution. 4 in, 4 remaining. Brody Conkey, your leader, here on Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night. Brody Conkey. Devin Hawk. Tyler Alton, that is your first 3. before that caution. And trouble on the number 11 of Wilkins. Wilkins going to keep his cart going. He gives out at the very tail of the field as the checkers go up and down for Brody Conkey. Devin Huck coming back in second. Tyler Alton in the third. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Legends Dot Direct. Inex Legends on the point. He comes to us from Marion, Iowa. Behind the wheel, that number 13 is going to be Mike Weber, and to his outside, racing out of Osseo, and the number 64 is going to be Bill Sleep. Inside of row number 2, moving into the Legends cars, is going to be the number 29 of Abby Blazel, and to the outside, racing out of Lonsdale, Minnesota, the number 22 of Cam Paninsky. Davey Pennell going to round out the field in the number 86. So no information available on the number 27 or number 97 as he was a late arrival. Well, we're going to make 8 trips around the Thunder Hill. Green is up and down, ladies and gentlemen. We are gone. Mike Weber jumps out to an early lead. Your leader after 1, Mike Weber in the 13, Cam Paninsky in the second. And the number 97 running in the third. Again, that is a late arrival. I don't have any information on who is behind the wheel of the number 97. But so far, this one has been on Marion, Iowa's number 13, Mike Weber. Coming up at lap 3. Done. Mike Weber, Cam Paninsky, your first 2. White flag being shown that time by for Weber in 13. Checkers up and down for Mike Weber. Cam Paninsky comes back in second. Number 97 coming back in third, and Davey Pennell coming back in fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing back the first heat win. The first heat race of the year here in the Summer Storm Series. Night number 1, Synergy Cooperative from Irvington Garage Towing Night. All right, 6 in the Legend Dot Direct and the Engine Ice number 13. That is going to be Mike Weber. Racing out of Osseo, and the number 64 is going to be Bill Sleep. Inside of row number 2, moving into the Legends cars, is going to be the number 29 of Abby Blazel. And to the outside, racing out of Lonsdale, Minnesota, the number 22 of Cam Paninsky. Davey Pennell going to round out the field in the number 86. Yeah, I don't have any information. They missed cutoff. This is why they shouldn't do that. But at the tail of the field, and again, we did have some late arrivals here this evening, so I don't have any information on the number 9 entry. Here we go. Levi Brewer jumping out to an early lead. He is being followed. Oh, trouble over in turn number 2. So that moves Roger Cummings into second place in the early stages of this one. We have 1 in, 7 remaining. Levi Brewer, your leader. Roger Cummings in second. And we're going green. Trouble on the the number 9. The number 9 goes around. And again, no information on that number 9 entry, but he goes around just as he was about to make a move. So caution's going to come out one more time at 2 in 6 remaining for Levi Brewer. Brewer. So trouble on that number 9 entry, and again, no information on the number 9. Levi Brewer, Roger Cummings, your first 2. We got 3 in the books, 5 to go. We're back to green. So not sure what's going on behind the wheel of the number 9. A setup issue potentially, but the number 9 is pulling off of Thunder Hill. So that is going to leave us with a 5-car shootout. There again, it is Levi Brewer out front. Roger Cummings hanging on to second. 4 in, 4 remaining. We're going to turn them loose again this time by on Synergy Cooperative in Irvington Garage Towing Night. To go that time by for Brewer and Cummings. Oh, one out for Levi Brewer. Checkers going high in the air over Thunder Hill for Levi Brewer. Roger Cummings coming back in second. Carter Jensford in the C71 going to start to the outside of the number 28 of Mason Hale. That's going to make it row number 2. Owen Graff out of Glencoe, Minnesota in the 63G. Going to start to the inside of row number 3. And the outside of row number 3, rolling off in 6th from St. Michael, Minnesota in the 323 is going to be Tyler Pawlowski. Was your leader after turn number 1. After 1 lap, Owen Graff, your leader after 2 laps. Followed by the number 28 of Mason Hale, working that top side. The C71 of Carter Jensford. Jensford trying to join the party to get in the battle for the lead. Jensford working that top side. Mason Hale in third. This one has been all Owen Graff in the 63. Jensford gets in the second. Mason Hale in the third. Running in fourth, the 249 of Brandon Newville. And in fifth, the 323 of Tyler Pawlowski. Owen Graff last lap had a 0.6 of a second advantage over Carter Jensford in C71. He loses just a little bit of ground to Jensford. Owen Graff but it was too little, too late. Coming back in third, that was the number 28 of Mason Hale. Coming back in second was the C71 of Carter Jensard. And bringing back the win, racing out of Glencoe, Minnesota, it's Owen Graff.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers that certified Angus beef. We know what our beef is continuously and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, lineup is going to go like this. It's going to be Landry Singleton on the point. Caleb Moen to the outside. Landry Singleton coming to us from Morta, Minnesota, and Caleb Moen coming to us from Eau Claire. Behind them is going to be the restricted micros. So Maddie Hale is going to be in the 28. Oakley Schwannis will be in the 47, and I do not have any information on the number 27 cart out there, but we are going to focus on what should be an amazing battle for the lead and to win this heat race. Caleb Moen in 88. Landry Singleton in 19. Caleb Moen working on the top side. Landry Singleton on the bottom. Landry Singleton won her first race earlier this year. Caleb Moen, your leader that time, Landry Singleton. Landry Singleton now trying to pad her lead over the number 88 of Caleb Moen. Does so successfully. 0.8 of a second advantage has Singleton over Moen. That number 27 is going to be Mike Iverson in the 27. That is going to be Maddie Hale in the 28. Oakley Schwannis in the 47. But how about it? Landry Singleton. All right, ladies and gentlemen, rolling out for 12 laps. This is the rookie cage division. It's going to be Brantley Longer out of Menomonie, starting on the point in number 34 to the outside will be Keara Hanson out of Eau Claire in number 48, and Theo LeBlond out of Menomonie in the number 22. So 3 rookie cage carts. The green flag is up and down. We are just going to turn them loose. This class is all about the fundamentals of racing, what it's like to race with a helmet on, how it feels to push the gas pedal and the brake pedal. Pretty much everything you learn behind the wheel of actually driving a street car. This is what this class is designed for with these 5 to 8-year-old kids.
Let's see if I can make your kid not grab you this time.
Next time.
Right?
I'm just going to stay here. So Theo LeBlond, he's on the back stretch. In the number 22, Brantley Longer continuing to show the way. We are 6 in, 6 remaining. Longer, Hanson, and LeBlond. Point one coming out that time by for Longer in 34, Brantley Longer. White flag staying out for Keara Hanson and Theo LeBlond. Checkers up and down for Brantley Longer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your rookie cage division. Theo LeBlond, Keara Hanson, and your feature winner, Brantley Longer. All right, race fans, rolling out next is your 12-lap R-Box Division feature event here at Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night Summer Storm Series. Night number 1 on the point, racing out of Cameron, and the number 70 is going to be the Ocho, Owen Tarbus. And 2 is outside, racing out of Stanley. In the number 36 is going to be Henry Youngcare. Inside of row number 2, coming to us from Wheeler. In the number 23 is going to be Harper Holopkin to his outside. Out of Chip 1, the number 28 is going to be Broxton Heading. Inside of row number 3, coming to us from Colfax. And the number 16 is going to be Oakley Booth. And to the outside, that's going to be Boyd, Wisconsin's number 60, Lane Baker. Inside of row number 4, coming to us from Chippewa Falls, piloting the number 93 is going to be Kate Knopson. To the outside of row number 4, racing out of Bruce, and the number 20 is going to be Mason Lockburner. Inside of row number 5, that holds Menomonie, Wisconsin's number 88E, Barrett Evans into the outside, racing out of Chippewa in the number 1. That is going to be Bentley Larson. Brantley Stevens going to start to the inside of row number 6 in the number 15 cart out of Oliva to the outside. Second-year driver out of Boyceville piloting the number 787 is going to be Dakota Buss. Inside of row number 7, racing out of Elk Mound in the number 44, that is going to be Levi Anderson. And starting a shotgun on the field also out of Elk Mound, piloting that number 75 is going to be Dalton Anderson. Tarvis Youngster, row number 1, 12 laps the distance. We are underway. Owen Tarver's going to jump out to an early lead right behind him is the number 36 of Henry Junker. Harper Holupka running in third. Broxton heading in fourth, and Oakley Booth rounds out your first 5. Last lap, the Osho Owen Tarver's had a 0.6 of a second advantage over the rest of the field. Let's see if he capitalized on that. With a 1.5 second advantage, the Osho Owen Tarvis continuing to show the way. 2 in 10 remaining. Tarvis, Junker, Holupka, trouble in turn 2. So the yellow comes out. That was Kate Knops in the 93, and Tarvis leading the charge. One more time, we're back. Owen Tarvis out front. Henry Junker running in second. Harper Holupka in third. Broxton heading in fourth. Oakley Booth rounds out your first 5. Right behind Oakley Booth in 5th. Mason Lockburner in 6th. Lane Baker in 7th. Then it's going to be Barrett Evans and Dalton Anderson in 75. He gets around the 88E of Barrett Evans. The Osho last lap had a 1.194 second advantage over the rest of the field. Let's see if he capitalizes on that caution out of the speedway one more time. The 787 of Dakota Buss and the 93 of Kate Knops, they get together over in turn number 2. They come to a stop, so that is going to bring this field back down to caution speed behind the 70 of Owen Tarvis and the 36 of Henry Junker. Owen Tarvis, Henry Junker, Harper Holupka, Broxton, Henning, and Oakley Booth. That is your first 5. Caution lights have been turned down around Thunder Hill Speedway. We are on lap 4 of 12. 4 in, 8 remaining. Tarvis and the rest of the field fire. Green is up and down. We are gone one more time. Owen Tarvis continuing to show the way. Tarvis, Junker, Holupka. Your first 3. 6 in, 6 remaining. Halfway home. Tarvis had just over a second advantage. Last lap, we got one turn around. Everybody managed to stay going. That was Bentley Larson, who got turned around over in turn number 4, managed to keep it going. That slowed down the number 70 of Owen Tarvis. So Tarvis had just over a second advantage, just under a second advantage last lap. Tarvis with a 1.393 second advantage. He continues to put more real estate between himself and Henry Junker in 36. Harper Holupka running in 3rd. Oakley Booth in 4th. Mason Lockburner running out your first 5. Broxton heading in 6th. Lane Baker running in 7th. Check that lane. Baker up to 6th. Bruxton heading back down to 7th. Dalton Anderson in 8th. Levi Anderson in 9th. And Kate Knops gets in the 10th. White flag out that time by for Owen Tarvis in 70. Tarvis, lap traffic becoming an issue, but he's going to come through turn 3 on the high side. Same thing coming out of turn 4. Checkers up and down for the old show. Owen Tarvis in 70. Ladies and gentlemen, he piloted that number 70 from the point to victory lane. He sits in the powder coating solutions, heating and cooling, core spine, chiropractic, Chris Myers, Jenkins Realty, Jiffy Biffy, and a host of other sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. He's up on his wing with the checkered flag. It's the O Show, Owen Tarvis.
When you need to ship it from anywhere to anywhere.
QualityFreightRate.com.
The LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
The company that actually cares about the American small business owner.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code SHIPIT and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
Your junior wing feature event, 12 laps the distance, 12 trips around Thunder Hill here on Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative at night. On the point, racing out of Menomonie, the number 31 is going to be Grant Keller to the outside, racing out of Farmington, Minnesota, in the 15 junior, Luke Patterson. Inside of row number 2, racing out of Rice Lake, the 6'11 of Trevin Bush into the outside, racing out of Trempolo. That is going to be the number 8 of Alan Byrne. Then it's going to be Kalen Haas, Dominic Weber, Bentley Halupka, Dylan Subert, Colin Sivia, Kinsey Anderson, Archer Hoffback, Nathan Gunderson, Caden Blazel, Kennedy Kukless, Kane Buss, and Ty Prochnow. Keller, Patterson, row number 1. Caution lights have been turned down around Thunder Hill. Green is in the air. Here we go. Grant Keller right away going to try and jump out to an early lead. Your leader after 1, Grant Keller. Kalen Haas got up to 2nd. Keep your eye on that 6'11 of Trevin Bush. Bush looking to go to the inside of Halupka. Halupka tries to shut the door. Halupka gets a little sideways, loses a couple of spots, crosses the start-finish line in 5th. After 2 laps, your leader is still Grant Keller in 31. Keller, Kalen Haas running in 2nd. Trevin Bush running in 3rd. Dominic Weber in 4th. Bentley Halupka round out your first 5. Then it's going to be Luke Patterson and Colin Sivia. Archer Hoffback in 8th. Dylan Subert in 9th. Kane Buss in 10th. Caution out on Thunder Hill over in turn number 4 on the top side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the field has been lined up per race control behind the number 31 of Grant Keller. Then it's Kalen Haas, Trevin Bush, Dominic Weber, Bentley Halupka, Luke Patterson, and the rest of the field as we go back to green in the junior wing division here in Synergy Cooperative in Irvington. Garage Towing Summer Storm Series at night number 1. Keller, Haas, Bush, Dominic Weber, Bentley Halupka. That is your first 5. Caution lights have been turned down around Thunder Hill. We're going to go back to green. We got 3 in, 9 to go here at Synergy Cooperative in Irvington Garage Towing Night. Kalen Hodge going to the 1-2 corner, was able to sneak underneath the 31 of Grant Keller. Dominic Weber now looking to go to the inside of Trevin Bush. We have a new leader, Kalen Haas in 17. Keller now going to try and answer back as they come down the back chute. Nagel wing to wing coming out of turn number 2, heading into turn number 3. Your new leader is Grant Keller in 31. Kalen Haas are right there, not letting go of the back bumper of the 31 of Keller. Haas trying to continues to try to get to the inside of the 31 of Keller. Keller able to break 3. Just a little bit as they come into turn 3 and 4, and now going to the front straightaway. Grant Keller, nothing but clean air in front of him. We are halfway home, 6 in, 6 remaining for Grant Kellers. We have trouble over in turn number 4. And we got Archer Hoff back in the number 14 cart. Went backwards onto the backstretch. Keller, Haas, Weber, Halupka, Bush. That is your first 5. We have 6 more trips around Thunder Hill. Summer Storm Series and night number 1 brought to you by QualityFreightRate.com. Right away, action from the start. Kalen Haas trying to get the lead back from the number 31 of Grant Keller. Keller now looking to go to the inside as they come out of the 1-2 corner. Heading into turn number 3, it is going to be Grant Keller out front. Him and Haas tag. That almost allowed Dominic Weber to get up and join the party. And Brantley Halupka going to the outside of the number 26 of Weber. We have a battle for first and the third. Kalen Haas trying to squeeze the 31 of Keller up to the top shelf. They tag in the 1-2 corner. Keller loses a couple of spots. That allows Dominic Weber to get back up. And to get up in front, we got trouble over to the 3-4 corner. That was between the 6-11 of Trevin Bush and the number 99 of Halupka. They got together, but they were able to keep it going in the proper direction. So, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 9 of 12. Check that, lap 10 of 12. Dominic Weber is your leader. Kalen Haas in second. Colin Sivia. Trouble, caution. I believe that was Kennedy Kukless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going green in the closing stages of this junior wing feature event. Early stages of this one had Keller and Halupka. They got together over in the 1-2 corner. Keller is able to keep it fired. We got the white flag out that time by for Dominic Weber in 26. Kalen Haas running in second. Colin Sivia in the third. Checkers going high in the air over Thunder Hill for Dominic Weber. Coming back in fifth, that was the number 6-11 of Trevin Bush. Back and forth, the number 15 of Luke Patterson. Coming back in third, that is Colin Sivia. Your runner-up, the number 17 of Kalen Haas. And bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen. Starting in 6, able to park it in the Thunder Hill Speedway victory lane. Being greeted by his dad, Charlie Weber, about to get his picture taken in victory lane here at Thunder Hill on Synergy Cooperative and Irvington Garage Towing Night Summer Storm Series night number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of his cart. He's on, getting on top of his wing, getting his picture taken, waving the flag in the air. Give it up for Dominic Weber. Rolling out next for your 12-lap Sportsman Feature event lineup is going to go like this. Racing out of Rock Falls, piloting that number 55 is going to be Trayton Velchek. On the outside of row number 1 is going to be Jake Johnson in 74. Inside of row number 2, racing out of Rice Lake in the number 191 is going to be Steve Seavalls. And to his outside is going to be Devin Hawk, also out of Rice Lake in number 22. Ramon Perez on the inside of row number 3, piloting the number 25 out of Cumberland. And to his outside, racing out of Chippewa in the number 99 is going to be Jason Spry. Inside of row number 4, racing out of Eau Claire, that is going to be the number 33 of Derek Crumrye. And to Crumrye's outside, completing row number 4, racing out of Menomonie, and the number 100 is going to be Drew Alton. Ira Webb going to start on the inside of row number 5. Webb out of Eau Claire in number 88. Then it's going to be Dallas Hanson to the outside, also out of Eau Claire in number 48. Matt Trouch out of Holman racing on the inside of row number 11 in the 09 cart. Then it's going to be Rob Johnson to the outside of row number 6, rolling off in 12th in 5. Woodville, Wisconsin's Corey Seld piloting the number 79, starting in 13th on the inside of row number 7. To his outside, the 555 of Matt Velchek out of Hudson, rolling out in 14. James Knight, all by himself, back in row number 8. Velchek, Johnson, row number 1, green is in the air, 12 laps, here we go. Trayton Velchek and the early lead. Now here comes the 74 of Jake Johnson. Johnson looking to go to the inside of Velchek. Devin Hawk hard to the outside. Look to make it a 3-wide battle, but your leader, Trayton Velchek, in 55. Jake Johnson in 74 running in second. And now in a third, that is going to be the 191 of Steve Seavalls. We got a good battle taking place for the lead between Trayton Velchek in 55 on the outside of Jake Johnson in 74. Velchek has the lead. Jake Johnson in 74 continuing to run the inside line. We have trouble on the back straightaway. Caution is coming out. We got a field is stacked and racked behind Trayton Velchek in 55. Velchek, Johnson, Seavalls, your first 3. 1/3 of the way through this feature event, Summer Storm Series, night number 1, brought to you by QualityFreightRate.com and Synergy Cooperative and Irvington Garage Towing Night. Jake Johnson one more time. He's going to try and look to get underneath and does so successfully. Velchek, but Velchek answers back. Velchek, your leader. Jake Johnson in second. Steve Seavalls in third. Matt Velchek, he started all the way back in 14th and has now made his way up to 4th. Jake Johnson, Trayton Velchek. Slower cart might be used as a pick. Drivers have been instructed in the pit meeting to hold your line. If you were going to go lap down, hold your line. That is what the blue flag with the orange stripe in it means. So a little bit of strategy taking place out there on Thunder Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the laundry coming out this time by white flag. 1 to go for number 55 at Trayton Velchek. Velchek, Johnson, Steve Seavalls, your first 3. Seavalls might be trying to make one last-ditch effort. Trayton Velchek! Coming back in at fifth, that was the 100 of Drew Alton. Back and forth, the number 555 of Matt Velchek. Back in third, the 191 of Steve Seaballs. And your runner-up, the 74 of Jake Johnson. And in just a second, we are going to greet your Sportsman Feature winner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, parking it in Victory Lane, sitting the R&R Repair, Jesse J's Barbershop, Gibson Electric, Esser Glass, Randy Fensky in the welcome mat, your feature winner, Trayton Velchek. lap feature. Race control is telling the 125 wing cars to get lined up. Lineup is going to go like this. On the point is going to be number 8, Brady Conkey. To the outside, number 30, Tyler Alton. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Devin Hawk in the 22. Jackson Helen to the outside in the 2.0. Tyler Patro inside of row number 3 in the 1. Then it's going to be Cooper Sunby. Brock Wilkins in the 11. Ali Blazel rounding up the field. 12 laps of distance. Here we go. Trouble right away over in the turn 3 and 4 corner. Devin Hawk. Couple of casualties after that caution, so we are down 2 cars. So it's going to be a 6-car shootout. 11 laps remaining. Tyler Alton jumps out to an early lead. Brody Conkey running in second. Keep your eye on that number 11 of Wilkins. We got another one. Turn around over in turn number 4. Caution comes out one more time. Down to 4 cars with Brody Conkey out front. Tyler Alton. Tyler Alton charges to the outside of the number 11 of Brock Wilkins. Wilkins falls back to second. Brody Conkey falls back to third. Cooper Sunby still in fourth. Tyler Alton has nothing but clean air in front of him. To go for Tyler Alton. Brock Wilkins running in second. Brody Conkey on the third. Cooper Sunby in fourth. Tyler Alton, that time by, and a 0.6 of a second advantage over the number 11 of Brock Wilkins. Let's see if he adds that lead as they come across the stripe this time by. He picks up a 1/10 of a second. Tyler Alton adds 1/10 of a second to his margin over the number 11 of Brock Wilkins, Brody Conkey. With about a 2-second disadvantage behind Brock Wilkins. Alton, that time by, he lost a 1/10 of a second, so Tyler Alton still your leader. We got 9 and 3 remaining, that time by for Tyler Alton. Brock Wilkins in the second, Brody Conkey in third, Cooper Sunby in the fourth. 2 to go. White flag this time by for Tyler Alton. Brock Wilkins has a long way to go and a short while to get there. Let's see if Wilkins has enough. Checkers up and down. Tyler Alton has it. in fourth, the number 20 S of Cooper Sunby. Back in third, the number 8 of Brody Conkey. Your runner-up is Brock Wilkins in number 11. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Started on the outside of row number 1, able to park it in victory lane. Your 125 winged division feature winner here in Summer Storm Series night number 1. Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night. This driver run hails from New Richmond. He sits in the Hawk Performance Specialties, Buzz Signs and Graphics, Phantom Race Chassis, Pro Powder, Whitstack Builders, KC Hawk Performance, Trackside Motorsports, Don't Suck Motorsports, Tri-City Contractors, and Rendezvous Bar number 30 on his wing, Tyler Alton.
Deathridge Opticians is the choice of winning race car drivers across the country.
Deathridge does a great job, with some optics here.
Super easy people to work with and order from.
All of our work comes with a full warranty and a satisfaction guarantee promise.
I reached out to him and he hooked me up with a set of racing glasses.
I think he calls them a racing lens, but to me, I just call them high def. It's like having high definition glasses.
Visit us online at deathridgeopticians.com. or call 940-723-7241. Deathridge Opticians. Wear what the champions wear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Legends at Direct INEX Legends 20 laps feature event. Again, we're waiting for some of the guys to be able to get out on to the Thunder Hull Speedway. There was an issue with the lineups before. So, micros were lined up. These guys were not. So now we're pulling the Legends out on to the racetrack, allowing them to get some heat in their engines. The Legends at Direct INEX Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Roger Cummings, former owner here at Thunder Hill, out of the racetrack. His son, Chad Cummings, is the race director here, and his grandson, Gunnar Cummings, is the flag man. I guarantee you both, Chad and Gunnar, are very, very nervous watching their father and grandfather out onto the racetrack, making his return to the behind the wheel after a decades-long absence. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your 20-lap Legends Direct INEX Legends lineup looks like this on the point. Racing out of Shakopee, Minnesota. And the number 97 is going to be Arden Brockhouse into the outside. Racing out of Lonsdale, Minnesota. The number 22 is going to be Cam Paninsky. Making his return after a many-year absence from behind the wheel, former owner here at Thunder Hill Speedway is the legend that is Roger Cummings behind the wheel of the number 7. Clearly a crowd favorite. Starting to the outside of Roger Cummings, and 7 is going to be the number 13 of Mike Weber. Then it's going to be Levi Brower in at 94. Davey Pennell is going to start to the outside of Levi Brower. Pennell out of Sparta, Wisconsin, piloting that number 86. Row number 4 is going to be Cooper Heinz in the number 4, racing out of La Crosse, and to his outside, racing out of Colfax in the 22G. Is going to be Mark Brewer. Abby Boisel in 29. Bill Sleep in 64. Then it's going to be Tim Brockhouse and Aiden Erickson. Here we go. Cam Paninsky going to jump out to an early lead. Be scored as your leader after 1. In second is going to be the number 13 of Mike Weber. 87, trying to secure the third place spot. Over the 86 of Davey Pennell. Panitsky, Weber, Pennell, Arden, Brockhouse, Levi Brower. That is your first five. Continuing to show the way. Last time by had a 0.2 of a second advantage over Mike Weber in 13. As they cross the start-finish line, Paninsky maintains that 2-second advantage over Weber. Then it's going to be David Pennell in 86, Tim Brockhouse in 9. Arden Brockhouse in the 97, running in at 5th. That is going to be Levi Brower in 6, Cooper Hines in 7, Roger Cummings, he's currently sitting at 8th, Mark Brower in 9th, Aiden Erickson rounding out your first 10. Aiden Erickson in 64 worked his way all the way up to 10th. I want to point out that Aiden Erickson behind the wheel of that number 64 tonight is the first night he has ever turned laps in that Legends car, which is why he elected to start into the back, but was able to crack into the top 10 before mechanical failure ended his night early. We are halfway home. Hats off to Aiden Erickson in the 64, making laps for the first time in his car tonight. Caution lights have been turned off for on Thunder Hill. It is Cam Panitsky going to lead the charge one more time. We have 10 laps remaining for your Legends.Direct iNext Legends. Panitsky. Keep line that 13 of Weber. Weber trying to look to go to the inside of the 22 of Panitsky. Battle for 7th, Roger Cummings got together with the number 4 of Cooper Hines heading into turn number 3. I'm going to tell you guys about that. Age doesn't mean a thing, and the number 7 of Roger Cummings is proving it. He is clearly still hungry out there, as him and the number 4 of the Cooper Hines, they got together heading into turn number 3. Cooper Hines and Roger Cummings both getting together over in turn number 3, so that's going to break up that brought up the caution, puts those two to the tail of the field. 9 laps remaining. Panitsky, Weber, Pennell, Brockhouse, and Arden Brockhouse. Keep Ryan, the number 13 of Mike Weber. All that number 86 of Davey Pennell. Pennell and Weber, they got together over in the 3-4 corner. Pennell was able to sneak underneath the 13 of Weber. Davey Pennell now in second. But this has been all Cam Panitsky. 13 and 7 remaining for Lonsdale, Minnesota's number 22, Cam Panitsky. Tim Brockhouse in the 9, all over the back bumper, the number 86 of Pennell. Brockhouse in 9, and Pennell got together. Pennell is going to keep it going. We may have a battle for the lead in the closing stages of this one coming up on 17 in, 3 remaining for Cam Peninsky. Mike Weber right there all over the back bumper. 17 in, 3 remaining now. 2.5. 2.5 remaining for Lonsdale, Minnesota's Cam Peninsky. Mike Weber out of Marion, Iowa, right there in the back bumper. Weber might be trying to set up Peninsky. Peninsky seems to be drifting up a little bit to the outside. That might allow Weber to be able to capitalize if he finds some traction on the inside coming out of turn number 4. We'll see if they got one more time, one more set of corners to negotiate who's it's going to be as they come through 3 out of turn number 4. Peninsky sweeps up, Weber hits on the gas pedal. It's Cam Peninsky takes the feature win in your Legends Direct INEX Legends here on Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night. Coming back in 5th, the number 94 of Levi Brower back in 4th, the number 97 of Arden Brockhouse coming back in 3rd, the number 9 of Tim Brockhouse. Your runner-up, the number 13 of Mike Weber. And in just a second, we are going to meet and greet your Legends feature winner, racing out of Lonsdale, Minnesota. He sits in the Where's Machine at number 22. Make some noise for Cam Peninsky. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 20-lap natural touch landscaping micro sprint feature event. And due to that, we only have 3 of the restricted wing micros. They're going to tack onto the tail of the field. They're going to make out a row 6 and row 5. So row 6 is going to be Oakley Schwantes. He's going to start in back all by himself. Oakley Schwantes coming to us from Dorchester, the Wide Open Watercraft and Soyber Calf Ranches, number 47. And then it's going to be Mick Iverson. He's going to start at the 27 of the inside of row number 5. And to the outside is going to be Matty Hale in 28. Row number 1 is going to be Glencoe, Minnesota 63G. Owen Graff into the outside, racing out of River Falls. The C71 of Carter Jensard. Then it's going to be Landry Singleton on the inside of row number 2 and Caleb Moen on the 88. Going to start to the outside. Then Mason Hale in 28. Tyler Polovsky in the 323. Brennan Newville in the 249 and Brady Ubansky. All right, here we go. Your leader after 1, Owen Graff in 63. Keep your eye on that number 19, Elemental Landry Singleton. Singleton going to continue working that inside line. There's the C71 of Carter Jensard. Now Caleb Moen, your defending Rowdy National Champion, tried to make it 3 wide as they came into turn number 2. Caleb Moen continuing to push the top groove even further up of Thunder Hill. Same thing with Owen Graff and Carter Jensard. Landry Singleton running around the hub of the racetrack right on the bottom, putting together a smooth run for herself. Currently sitting in 4th. Mason Hale back in 5th. Coming through turn 3 out of turn number 4. Graff slicing through lap. Graff and Schwantes. Graff and Schwantes, they got together over in the top side of turn number 2. Of course, Oakley Schwantes, multi-generation racer coming to us from Dorchester. That is a restricted winged micro. We are back to green. Carter Jensard throws a splatter. Graff tries to answer back. They tag coming into turn number 3. Graff now on the inside, and look out because here comes that number 88 of Caleb Moen. Moen trying to join the party. Moen trying to join the party in 88. Carter Jensard out front. Graff running in second. Caleb Moen Moen in third. Mason Hale in fourth. Landry Singleton edges past Mason Hale, running in fourth. The Groove is on the top side, running around Thunder Hill. Carter Jensard in C71 trying to run away and hide with this one. Oakley Schwanners in the restricted. Micro number 47 pulls into the infield. His night's going to come to a close. We are halfway home, lap 10 of 20. Jensard, Graff, Moen, Hale. Your first four. Carter Jensard continuing to show the way in C71. Coming through turn 3 out of turn number 4 on the top side. Carter Jensard in C71 with about a second advantage over the 63G of Owen Graff. Caleb Moen back about a tenth of a second. Moen gonna try and throw a slider on Graff. It doesn't stick. That battle is for second. Caleb Moen in 88, doing everything he can to try and get ahead of the 63G of Owen Graff. Graff managing to hang on a second. Lap 20 down. Lap 17 of 20. While that battle is taking place for second in the meantime, Carter Jensard in C71 continues to add to his lead. 1.8 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. White flag coming out that time by for Carter Jensard. 63 of Graff running in second, ladies and gentlemen. Checkers going in the air for Carter Jensard in C71. Owen Graff coming back in second. Caleb Moen in third. Mason Hale in fourth. And Landry Singleton rounding out your first five. So again, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in fifth, the number 19 of Landry Singleton. Back in fourth, the number 28 of Mason Hale. Back in third, the number 88 of Caleb Moen, and your runner-up, the 63G of Owen Graff. And ladies and gentlemen, bringing back the feature win here in your natural touch landscaping micro sprints, 600cc micro sprints. Started on the outside of row number 1, able to park it in victory lane here on Irvington Garage Towing and Synergy Cooperative Night. This driver comes to us from River Falls. Ladies and gentlemen, being greeted in victory lane by the staff here at Thunder Hill. He is climbing out of his car, getting up on his wing. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Carter Jensard! Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Chad Megan Cummings and race director Gunnar Cummings, for Synergy Cooperative and Irvington Garage Towing, as well as QualityFreightRate.com. Your Summer Storm Series night is in the books. For everyone here at Thunder Hill, my name is Ben Brost. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We'll see you Wednesday, June 12th. Good night, everybody.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.